Dawson, you excited about this burnout car build?
Yes, indeed.
We're getting ready to work on our craziest project yet. This 1963 Chevrolet Bel Air burnout car. Thing's gonna be gutted with a high revving 370 LS engine and lots of goodies. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little walk around of this thing before I start ripping it to pieces and gutting this thing. Let's start up in the front. As y'all recall, I already ripped the engine out of this thing. It was like a 307 out of a G-body from the 80s, gutless thing. Thing's gonna be fully stripped. I'm gonna go ahead and shave the firewall with a bare remaster master cylinder. No wheel tubs, nothing. It's gonna look nice under here. Grill gonna look just the same. I ain't fooling with that. One of these lights are gonna be dummy lights. The other one's gonna be Holley Retro Bright LED, classic white. I am keeping this thing white. Dog dish caps in the front with white walls with white rims because this thing is gonna look like a vintage police car. Let's go ahead and check out the inside because I'm gutting this thing. It's gonna have those two seats right there and there. All right. It's gonna have no door panels, no carpet, none of these junk seats. Probably gonna weld. Once the back seat's gutted, I'll put an aluminum panel back here. Probably gonna close these doors and weld a bar from both sides. And that's where I'm gonna put my harness. I'm gonna take everything out. Yo, this thing even got a good headliner. She gone. Move around to the back. Trunk is actually in good shape, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, flatten it out, and then put my Jegs fuel cell in this thing, 12 gallon. It's got some rust right here, but who cares about that when you're smacking the wall? It's overall a good shaped car, y'all. Right here it been smacked and they bonded it, but that's better for me. I'm gonna go ahead and start stripping this thing, y'all. Catch me in a little while when I'm tossing stuff in the back of that long bed. That's why you always gotta keep a scrap truck in your arsenal. Seat's honestly in pretty good shape, y'all. Front and back seat is usable. If you know anybody with a 63 or a 64. Probably will be gone by the time this video come out. So this thing has two gross layers of carpet in it. One later model carpet and the original carpet is still laid underneath there. Let's get that out of there. Gross. Front pans, rear pans, underneath the back seat. Man, y'all, I've rebuilt worse cars than this. And I'm about to destroy this thing by burning out heavily. But go ahead and sweep all this mess up, y'all. Restart. All right, this is the progress I made so far. Been about an hour. I just been ripping all kind of stuff off, door panels. Last thing I really gotta pull out is all the crap under the dash and the headliner and these two speakers. And this thing is gutted. Reference to before the fire, after the firewall. I'm gonna take the clip off. We got the crew, Mikey's here. We're gonna be pulling off that front clip. What you think about this burnout car thus far?
It looks like I'm gonna need a tetanus shot.
Say that again.
It looks like I'm gonna need a tetanus shot.
That you will, bro. Let's go ahead and rip this clip off while Michael's here. I'm gonna put him to work.
I'm gonna need two.
To do what?
Work on this Okay, let's go.
Talk louder.
I need to work on this burnout car right now. And you and me are gonna work together with Mikey.
Yep. All right, we got another helper, Dennis the welder here. He's coming out. That's what I'm talking about. Swole too. Look like he worked out 4 times today.
Brace goes 45.
I mean, I might just have so much growth. Also, be gentle. That thing's real thin. That centipede. That's work, ladies.
Oh yeah. I actually put them on one day. I was like,
Okay, that probably won't come off due to rust. Probably gotta be heating them and beating.
Take the boat off.
No, so try to take that other wheel off. Go take that wheel off on the other side.
Me first.
go ahead, dude.
Ha, yeah, right. Yeah, kick it, Mikey. Now let's do it. Good job.
Me first.
You do this one. You take it. I'm about to kick it for him, dude. Oh, he got it.
I feel like
You ready?
Come on. Help DJ. Man, you got it. Good job.
yay. The wheel down.
Man, good job.
Alright.
Look at this thing leaning.
Yeah, that's what it's got.
Look safe. Yeah, because you're from Mississippi.
I just think this is about
Yeah, get away.
First, do this first, right? Set it to the side. Oh, shit, while we got people here, we'll put that thing in the back. Just so this thing ain't taking all out of rough.
Just put the engine right there and leave the hood off. That would make it more cooler.
It would be lighter.
And cooler.
That thing is nice, huh?
Yeah, it's about 75 pounds lighter than Ford.
Yeah, put the wheel back on,
Why
Mikey.
you ain't put them on, dude?
Where's the other wheel?
Right now.
Well.
Let me put the other wheel back on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come get them 14s out your shed, because I'm gonna have to have a bunch of extra 14s. Maybe at least like 6, 7 years. The moons? Yeah, the
Lucy, Ray, Tidy, and Loose.
No, righty tighty. Lefty loose. This
Dawson paying his tithe to the lug nuts.
yeah.
Owen. Liam. Owen. With the sweetheart.
What am I gonna do with that?
Turn left.
Wash them out.
Sounds good.
Really.
Probably Timkins from 1963. I'm gonna go ahead and spray them off and repack them.
Hey, do me a favor.
Thank you.
We got it.
You hear how you said, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't say here. He says yeah.
You can hold on to that thing? Probably not. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of my car in a few years and getting me a Mazda 3.
Yeah, that's what I told him I wanted, a Mazda 3.
They got one.
Dang, Michael. Oh.
You welcome for a Gallus? So you just put one?
Looks good to me.
Sounds good. We work.
That's actually where like scissor jacks, you got a square in
I actually
on the top
have
of the scissor
one
jack,
job.
and there's a slit in it. That's where they want you to put the jack.
Yeah, like new cars, they're like double, but these cars are hard. Y'all, X-frames are hard to lift because the X in the back of these things are too far in, so you gotta have a really long 2-point lift, and I don't, so I'm putting on a pinch point in the back and on a frame in the front. They say diamonds are forever. Well, the frame didn't fall out the back, so until we get it 40 feet down.
Yeah, they strong.
I don't think they're going anywhere.
Kind of like my toots. They strong. It ain't but about 180,000.
Hit that. Oh, Lordy. Is that?
Probably my son.
Is it on there decent? I don't hurt your back, you know.
Oh no, that's
1, 2, try.
does look like a 4.9.
DJ filled out his JSA and got the rear end clean out. Rear end out already, second day. Working on this rig, gutted, rear out. Pull the front end off. I might come do a little sweep up right quick and reset my mind. Yes, indeed, babies. Thank y'all, boys. Anybody want an end replay of tonight's things? What's your recap?
Work, and more work.
And Jacob don't listen.
Jacob's hard-headed. I'm old and stupid. I know nothing.
And what's the main thing you've done all night?
Bitch and complain.
And farted.
And fucking fart. You're welcome.
DJ, what's your recap for tonight?
Well,
How'd the work go?
well, first off, the fart stunk, but the work went pretty well, you know. I did it for pleasure.
First time
Not
you
nutrients.
old man and he stinks.
All right, pick up hands. Let's go.
You gonna keep this feet on there?
What?
You gonna keep this feet on the table?
No. Yeah, I need that speedo cable there, man. Thanks, Bruce Trosclair, for these nice car dollies. They came in handy. Appreciate you, baby. This is why a scrap truck is completely necessary, yeah? All right, y'all. Mikey and DJ are gone. It's the next day. Pulled the engine out of the back of the dually. I'm getting ready to set the main bearings in. We're gonna torque the caps, measure bearing clearance. It's Thursday night, so I want to check this clearance in case I got a big smash bearings to get my correct clearance of 2.5 to 3. I'm going bigger on the clearance because I use the stock crank. And if that crank deflects in the center, I don't want it to touch off. So I'm gonna give it more clearance and run a thicker awl in it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and put the bearings in. I'm using Molly H bearings, HX bearings with 1 thou extra clearance. Let's see what it gets us. Wow, this is what I see all the professionals using to tighten down their engine hardware, so I'm gonna use one myself. I'm gonna feel profesh. All right, y'all, now the fun begins. Let's start measuring. All right, y'all, I just measured all the crank journals after I zeroed out my indicator and checked with a standard. Here's what we got. Stock polished crank. 25585, 25582, 25582, 5586, and 84. So we all over the place. So I'm gonna have to mess with my dial bore gauge every time I want to make an adjustment, except on or check with these. Let's not go off of a known size, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and set it, zero it out, and then dial bore gauge this thing. All right, I went zero this thing out to my mic. As you can see, if I move it around a little bit, if it'll focus, I got about 4.5 thou clearance here. This bearing to this journal, way too much clearance. So now, these are X bearings in here, so they're 1 thou bigger than factory. So even if I put regular H bearings in there, it'll come out to probably 3.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and check them all. I'm gonna write them down, and I'm gonna show y'all what I got, and then I might have to come up with another game plan on bearings. All right, y'all, these are my final main numbers. Way too big. Let me go ahead and do the rod bearings. All right, y'all. So what next is I'm gonna do rod bearing clearance, which is you take your mic I already measured. I'm just showing y'all. You measure your clearance. That's 2.099, y'all. Factory, they say is 2/100, but it's a polished crank, so they took a thou off. Now, I'm gonna come put these bearings in these rods. I'm gonna set this up, zero out this dial bore gauge, and see the clearance in the rods. All right, y'all, so I'm not even gonna check anymore. You see I'm getting 4 thou clearance here. That's too much, and most likely they'll all be that. So I'm just gonna go to Harahan tomorrow, get regular H bearings for rods and mains. That should bring me to 3.5 on the mains. Man, excuse me, y'all, freaking stopped up. And should bring me to 3 on the rods. And I'm gonna be happy with that, y'all. I've been doing research. People talking about in high revving, high load cars, they running 4 to 5. I would never go that big, but dude, 3.5 on the mains, 3 on the rods, with a 2050, with a good high pressure pump, I'm gonna feel good about that. So, live and you learn. You gotta take a chance and you gotta buy more bearings. If you, luckily I build LS motors a lot, so I will end up using these bearings one day. So they're not gonna go to waste. Oh well. I guess what I'm gonna do now is try to put together a mock-up engine and a transmission. Man, yo, and slap it in that car. So that way when I put the rear end in there, I can measure for a drive shaft. All right, got a mock-up block. Put the all pan I'm using, the Holly 302-2, the Hooker engine mounts that put it in a stock small block location with a solid small block. Engine mount, FTI, Turbo 400. Let's go ahead and get this thing flipped. All right. Got the engine in there, transmission. Look like it sits right. Nothing's really hit nothing. Let's see if I can give y'all some. Oh yeah. Once I clean up all this junk, I could put a one-piece shaft straight through this thing. We got hella all pan clearance. I'm gonna get the ICT billet bracket, mock it up, see if it all clears. In case I gotta cut the frame a little bit and whatnot. I think we're making good little progress, y'all. Trying to knock out all the stuff beforehand so nothing sneaks up on me at the end, if you know what I'm saying. Trying to figure out all the little stuff. All right, y'all. So I just got the final measurements done. This was with the X. This was with just the H bearing. So this is what I was getting. These are my new measurements. 3.1, 3.1, 3.5 in the center, which I'm perfectly fine with. 3 and 3.1 on the mains. These are my final rods. I swapped stuff around till I got them all by uniform. 3.1, 3.1, and 2.9 for the rest. I'm gonna go ahead and let this run, y'all, with some 20W50 racing oil. So we good on measurements. We could go ahead and get this thing, clean it real good, put it back on the hoist. The stand. We can start doing stuff to this thing. Only thing I gotta do, pull these caps, put the crank in, and get my thrust right. And Ricky One's helping. All right, y'all. Pulled these caps, lubed up the bearings, cleaned the crank, dropped it in with the thrust cap on. When I ran the bolts hand tight, I tapped the crank, made sure that that bearing was square. Torqued the cap like normal. And what I did was I set up my indicator here on the rear. I zeroed it out. So essentially what I'm checking is thrust, axial float, how much the crank could move forward and back. And you want at least, I think LS spec is 2 to 8 thousandths. Let's see what we get. All right, it looks like I'm getting about 3.5. You can hear this one moving, so I know I got play. So we back to 0. I'm looking at about 3.5, 3.7, which is 3 thousandths and 7/10 of an inch. But we in spec. GM spec calls for 2 to 8. I'm gonna go ahead and run that. I might clean it up a little bit. It'll probably bring it right to 4. So, and when I say clean it up, I just put a piece of sandpaper on some glass and just barely shh. I might do that on both sides for like a second just to clean it up. That should bring me right to 4. And this thing is ready. All right, y'all. Doing a little mock-up with some heads I got laying around. Passenger side header works nice. Heads clear the firewall. Looks like the hood's gonna close with ease, even though I still don't know if I'm gonna run a hood. I feel like if it's gonna look like a police car, you need a hood. D, try to hang that header right quick. Show them people where it's hitting.
It ain't gonna work.
Mayonnaise, you guys. We'll have to figure something out here. Maybe cut this pipe and roll it. I don't know. Drop it down in the comment section what you guys would do, because y'all are the experts here. Every bolt that we took off, motherfucker. That dude D's trying not to contaminate stainless. Let's see what he got going on here.
Oh shit, yeah. We're getting closer, D. We're getting closer.
Nice tonight. Just give it up. Putting this kill switch in here. About to ground. You ground that tungsten?
No, I just need to get the stick.
Dennis the welder's L. Grounding issues. Typical. How was it, dude? Grounding issues.
I should never have this fucking problem again.
Yeah, dude. Come take a sit in this thing, dude. See how you fit in the old Army Jeep. $24.99. When I was a kid, that'd be $4 at Sam's. Wow, that thing, I'd ride that.
That thing kind of rips, dude.
Put your booster motor in that thing. That could be your burnout car.
Run. Meow, meow, meow.
You like that Furic cup, D?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Matt Fury.
Got the battery in there with the jegs bracket, kill switch. I'm gonna come mark everything up. What I'm doing is marking everything up so that way I could clean this and paint it with some tractor paint. All right, y'all. I'm cutting out this little spot where the sump for the fuel cell gonna go. And then once the trunk's mocked up, I can pretty much start cleaning it up. Got the battery in, kill switch. The wire reaches the front firewall. Rust and everything, y'all. It's gonna hit a wall before this rust becomes an issue. All right, y'all. Got all the holes I need in this thing, rib nuts. Just finished cleaning this trunk up as best I'm going to. I cut this rust out right here, and it's gonna stay like that because this thing's a burnout car and I do not care about rust repair. I mean, just look at this. Leaving it like that. I'm about to come put down some black tractor paint under here, y'all. All right, y'all, Sunday morning, the paint's dry. I'm laying down some little foam where the sump's gonna be. I don't even know why this whole thing I cut out and I'm not replacing it, so I don't know what. Put the battery back in. Coming along. Got the Holly 450 liter per hour drop-in fuel pump in here. Looking nice. Gonna get this thing installed. Then I gotta do a major cleanup, y'all. I've been going crazy. Well, come clean up the garage a little bit. Let me get this out of here. Battery's dying, bub. All right, y'all, installing my Holly fuel cell vent kit. The Jex fuel cell came with a rollover valve, but the kit is 10 AN and this is 8, so I ordered me an 8 AN female to 10 AN male adapter. That should be in a couple of days. And then this thing should be venting. All right, y'all, Monday evening after work, painting that intake white. Gonna look nice, taped it off. I want to build this thing, have it sitting to the side. I'm gonna come clean this crap up, re-lube it, and then I'm gonna come tighten the mains. And I'll say that's a nice Monday. Also got that seat on all that. This pit bike looking nice. All right, y'all, I'm installing the cam bearings in this block. I got 2 left. I figured I'd do the cam bearings before I put that crank in there. Gotta hold back up with my foot. We good, y'all. All right, I gotta take this block off the stand, y'all, so I can use this cone and insert that number 1 cam bearing with the tool from the back. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and drop the crank in. I done cleaned off the journals, lube the bearings with some Hot Shot Secret Assembly lube. Looks good. Put a little lube, rub it in. Put it on the thrust phase 2, don't forget. Right, y'all. We'll go ahead and install all the rest of the caps and I'm gonna torque these things down. All right, y'all. Crank is torqued. Got the side bolts in. Got the window tray bolts just chilling. She spins like butter. Phase 1 of the engine build complete. Oh yeah, I forgot to show y'all the intake finished up. Ooh, that look nice, huh, y'all? All right, y'all. Tuesday tonight, I got the intake manifold set up with the fuel injectors, the rails, the throttle body. That's looking nice with the wiring harness. I put that on the shelf over there, and I just finished gapping the rings. Let me show y'all what I got. I got the tops to 24, seconds to 26. The R rings are way past the minimum of 15 thou. So tomorrow, I can go ahead and assemble them pistons on them rods and put them in here. Also, that ICT billet bracket came in, and I was able to test fit. Fits like a glove. Yeah, y'all, so that's the part number there. Works with the truck spacing. So if you got a 58 to 64 X-frame car and you just want to do an alternator, low, that's the part number you need there. Everything clears nicely. And this LS is in the stock small block location, so. All right, y'all, we in the garage, whacking welds of the day. I got a few little electrical items in, so I hooked the battery back up, put a 200 amps, 300 amp switch. Let me show you. That's the Jigs 300 amp continuous switch. Before I had a 20 amp, I didn't realize that. So we good to go with that now. Got that adapter 8 to 10 AN, so that vent's hooked up. Battery is hooked up. I bought these so I could hook some extra stuff. Because this switch got them 1/2 inch lugs, this don't fit, so I'm gonna cut that off. But yeah, we looking nice. All right, next on the agenda, we're gonna put these pistons on these con rods. All right, we in the garage Thursday night. Dennis is coming, open up this package, make sure everything's in there. I'm coming knock these pistons down in this engine with my 82-hour long engine build, like Johnny Cash, one piece at a time. The cheapest eBay set I could find. I could have got the cheap ones like we did on your L for even less. Yeah, I could have got them for $245. Pop them things open, dude. I'm trying to see the paint on them things. Oh, they even got, yeah, dude. You know how many hours it would have took me to get the stock ones to look like that? Dang. Slim made me like sandblast paint his, and these things look better than that. Oh yeah.
Still stock style.
Oh yeah. Bolt that on that black frame when I painted. Rear end housing still ain't in yet. I don't know where it's at, but we got the axles and we got the chunk, so just waiting on that. Floor pans also came in a day. Pop them in sometime soon. Probably this weekend. D's getting the suspension removed. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, D. Hold on. There you go. Got 2 left in here, yeah. We just been jamming up and working, nothing crazy. All right, D got this suspension fully ripped off. Come and clean this mess. He's scared right now about what I got holding the engine and transmission up right now. This one little rod that's bent. We've got a fully assembled short block here. I'm cleaning a windows tray right now in the parts washer. And we're gonna be looking good, y'all. I'm gonna assemble the heads. Check for CC, because I don't know how much they milled off. I just want to see so I can calculate compression rate. Pretty sure I'm at about 11 to 1 right now. So the pistons are about flush. They milled off about 7. So might stick out the ball about 1 to 2. I gotta measure, but yeah. We on the right track, y'all. Tomorrow, me and D, after D gets his 7-hour gym pump and eats 700 grams of protein, we're gonna head to Cummings Motorsports over there in Ponchatoula and get some race gas for the burnout rig. Check that ride with us, D's. Oh yeah, Dennis getting in the rig. Yo, we just made our way to Ponchatoula Ham and Air. Gonna get that race fuel from Cummings. We had to go get our Dr. Pepper Zeros, and D had to piss. Drinking a protein shake.
Core power.
42 grams. Got the fuel, headed back. Came to that Clausen's, got us a pump for this drum. And now we about to go eat burger down the road. Hey, show them people what you bought.
Fresh billet flame mirror, man.
Show them the box. Thing was straight from the 90s. They don't even, this company ain't even in existence no more. Still pay full price. Should give them an example on my windshield, D. Oh, way better. Flames. Alright, y'all. I just looked all over the place for a front cover for this engine I'm building. Can't find one, so I'm coming rob one from this junk mold I got sitting in the corner. Got it. Oh yeah, D. Spare motor worth its weight in gold. Camera retainer bolts. Oil pump bolts. Watch your Dexter, D. Alright, getting ready to slide that nice cam motion cam into that short block, and we're gonna be looking nice. I want them to name this cam the Gradu cam. All right, y'all, so we got that beautiful cam motion cam in there with a new retainer plate, torque to spec, torque to 18 foot-pounds, new jegs timing set, lower and upper sprocket with ARP bolts, torque to 25. Got the dots lined up nice. We looking good. Perfect, looks like. Alright, y'all, so the jegs all pump comes at standard pressure, standard volume with an optional shims for this spring. Comes with a thick washer and a thin washer. I guess that's going to be a little more pressure, and it's going to be the most. We're going to go with that thick washer. Build pressure. Just got to put it right here. And put this back in. What up, y'all? In here Saturday, got the ultrasonic cleaner running. Painting this Holly intake. Let me give y'all a taste. Man, y'all probably think I'm crazy painting all this stuff white. Got that, got the covers white. Intake white. Looking nice. What's going on here is I'm taking my lifters out the box, them Johnsons, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them in this bucket. But we're gonna soak them in gasoline first. Get that shipping all out of them. and any gradu they might have. Then after they soak for a little while, I take that gas out and I fill the same bucket with oil. Then they're good for install. That oil also lets the air out of them, so you don't have a premature startup tick. And the first ingredient, gas. Don't try this at home, kids. Oh. Y'all hear that change in sound? That's how you know it's seated. I got Dennis on the ARP thread clean out tool. Yeah, he looked like he needed something to do with his hands, so I put him on that task. We got springs going on, we got the seals, we got the springs. We looking nice. Got them soaking in oil now, looking gross. Doing some scientific work, getting our CCs correct. Coming out, they got a little air bubble I can't get out. Coming out to about 63 cc's, which is on par, because these are 64.5 cc heads and they milled about 7 off, so let it eat. We got this thing top dead center. Let me check. It look like it's about a 0 deck height, yeah? Let me double check. 0 deck. Yeah, head gaskets, D.
Almost ready for some heads.
Journal has 60 volunteers as far as part 9. The next day we'll have a slip on. It's too small, it's fuck, it's going to be
Hey, yo, we got this thing just about wrapped. Intakes bolted down, steam lines installed. That's a sexy looking motor. I'm about to go to O'Reilly's and get the grommet for these. What y'all think? Drop a comment if y'all think it look nice. Hey, bro, what you think about this rig here? You think it's gonna be done in a month?
Only if you quit that real job.
Ain't gonna happen, bro. We got insurance at 401k, man. What you got, bub? You playing him in the game, man? All right, y'all. Monday after work, I'm in the garage. I popped the valve cover off. I'm getting ready to do the trunnion upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and put a rocker and check push rod length so I can get some push rods ordered. The Johnson lifters call for 35 plus or minus 10, so let's go ahead and get that on there and see what we got. Also, I went and get a belt. Oh, that's looking nice. All right, what I'm doing here is I got this dial indicator on the push rod, and I'm checking to make sure I'm on the base circle of this cam, which I am. I zeroed it. I went until that push rod started coming up. I came back down, spun it some more till it started going positive again, and I went as many turns as it took to get to the center and stay at 0. So we know we're on the base circle of this cam. Now we go ahead and check. I gotta tighten up on that push rod checker tool, y'all. All right, y'all, I spun that checker tool till I got 0 lash now. All right, y'all. This is where I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off for now. I got the push rods measured. Come out to 7.375 length. I'm going to go with 11/32 OD 80 wall. I'm going to go ahead and get that ordered up. And yeah, we got the engine built. And we can start actually messing with the car, paint the firewall. But that's going to be in another video. Make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe and keep up with this build, y'all. Later.